Would you believe it? A normal-looking woman weighing 60 kilo could actually be carrying up to 30 kilo of excess fat. That means nearly half of her body weight is fat. So, when practicing intermittent fasting, do you want your body to shed fat or shed muscle? This video will help you truly understand the scientific mechanism behind fat loss. Intermittent fasting is one of the most popular weight loss diets adopted by many people today. Those practicing this method will fast in cycles, giving the body enough time to completely digest food while strictly limiting calorie intake. Adopting intermittent fasting can help lose weight and control bad cholesterol, but it can also negatively impact blood sugar levels, potentially leading to eating disorders. The right mindset: fat loss versus weight loss. Fat loss is a scientific term. We know that normal body fat levels are about 18% to 24% for men and 25% to 31% for women. For example, a normal woman weighing 60 kilos has about 20% to 30% body fat. In terms of weight, that is about 20 kilo to 30 kilo of fat. This means nearly half of her body weight is fat. So if you want to lose fat, meaning going from 30 kilo of fat down to 29 kilo, 28 kilo, or 25 kilo the next month, to see a clear reduction in belly, arm, and leg fat, then that is the true purpose of weight loss. So, what is the goal of fat loss? It must be clearly defined as losing fat, not just losing weight. There are many people who lose fat, but their body weight does not change. Many people who exercise very diligently often complain, "I have been trying to work out for months, but my weight hasn't gone down much." But I tell them, "You are doing a great job. Do you notice that your figure has become slimmer? That is because your fat mass has decreased, your muscle mass has increased, and your body has become leaner." That is the difference between weight loss and fat loss. However, to practice intermittent fasting, you need to restrict your eating window during the day, eating within 6 to 8 hours, and fasting for the remaining 16 to 18 hours. Alternatively, fast continuously for 16 to 24 hours twice a week. Alternate day fasting involves eating a normal, healthy diet one day, and the next day either fasting completely or eating one small meal, typically less than 500 calories. The 5-2 method involves eating a normal diet 5 days a week and fasting for 2 days each week. Body mechanism: ketosis. During metabolism, the body works actively to convert food into a stable energy source. For example, fruit is broken down into micronutrients via digestive enzymes. Carbohydrates like rice, vegetables, and starch are broken down into glucose, absorbed into the blood, and create quick energy with the help of insulin. When cells do not use all the glucose from food, it is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen during a calorie surplus. All remaining energy is stored in fat cells as body fat. Between meals, the body uses glycogen and some stored fat for energy. Once these reserves are depleted, usually 12 to 36 hours after the last meal, the body begins to break down more fat to create energy. Intermittent fasting ultimately causes the body to undergo a state of ketosis and switch to breaking down fat, using stored fatty acids instead of glycogen for energy. Intermittent fasting for a short period can induce ketosis. This is a process that occurs when the body does not have enough glucose to provide energy, so instead it breaks down stored fat, causing an increase in substances called ketones, the role of starch and sugar. The food you eat daily to generate energy comes mainly from carbohydrates, also known as grains. Grains account for 50% to 60% of energy intake. You might often think that reducing starch and sugar in your daily diet will reduce energy. However, cutting them out completely or reducing them too drastically is actually very harmful. Starch and sugar are crucial for providing energy, and specifically, they maintain stable blood sugar levels. Your brain functions primarily thanks to this glucose. Extended health benefits. Research shows that alternate day fasting is just as effective as a typical low-calorie diet for weight loss. Fasting also affects the body's metabolism, which can reduce inflammation as well as improve blood sugar regulation. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting can improve conditions related to inflammation, such as arthritis and asthma. It reduces bad cholesterol and triglyceride levels in both healthy and overweight people. This is a method to strengthen heart health, prevent heart disease, and help recover after a heart attack. Calorie reduction and metabolic adjustments due to intermittent fasting can also help lower resting heart rate and improve vasodilation and blood flow. Risks and side effects. Intermittent fasting can still lead to weight gain. Fasting for a long time can cause some people to binge eat afterward, and consuming more calories than the body needs causes fat mass to increase even after a cycle of fasting for 12 to 16 hours a day. Fasting for long periods can lower blood sugar, causing lightheadedness, dizziness, headaches, and nausea. For these reasons, you should consult a nutritionist before applying an intermittent fasting regimen. Contraindications: who should avoid it? People with type 1 diabetes who are undergoing treatment may experience adverse reactions when following this diet. Restricting food intake can trigger eating disorders. Not eating enough calories each day can lead to nutrient deficiencies, reduced immunity, and negative health impacts. Intermittent fasting is safe for many people, but not for everyone. Nutritionists recommend not skipping meals for people under 18 years old, people with a history of eating disorders, women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. Additionally, note that the key to weight loss during intermittent fasting is not to overeat during your eating window. Eating fewer calories than you burn is still the basis for weight loss. Good luck and success to you all. If you found this useful, please share it so everyone can know. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.